It's called the greatest setting in college football, and even if the skies open up, that pales in comparison to the purple rain that will be unleashed by the homestanding Washington Huskies. Today, two teams collide from the Pac-12, and conference implications are aplenty. As we'll see, the Utah Utes taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Utes will put total leather and will get started. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Washington Huskies offense will get the first possession of the game. This has an old-school feel to it as this running back makes his way onto the field, and all eyes are fixed. They are glued on him.
Yeah, the old school, because nowadays it's usually quarterbacks and the other guys that get all the attention. But this guy's so good. He is the focal point. He's the guy everybody's looking to. He's the tone setter. He's the physical bell cow for this team. He will get the rock early and often.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Quickly complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Wide receiver shows motion. On second down, looking again to throw. Fires to the big fella. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Then the short completion brings up second down. They want to just keep throwing it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Quarterback sacks is a trend that this offense would like to put an end to pretty quick. Somehow they were able to win their last game out, even though they gave up 4 sacks in that one. That was a huge point of emphasis for this coaching staff. And here early in this one, first quarter, they've now already given up 1.
And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. The Huskies racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Hey, it's important on offense in the passing game. You got to have balance, and I mean you got to be able to attack different thirds in the field. You got to work the perimeter to both sides. You got to let the defense know too that you're not afraid to go over the middle, and they did right there.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Huskies have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. With the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Washington. Well, somebody's been doing their box jumps.
You ain't lying. Getting up in the air. Hey, listen, I'm taking a picture of that, saving it. That might be my screensaver on my phone. That vertical way up in the air.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Duarte. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So Utah's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
He'll get rid of it. Wide open downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. He wants to throw. They've got the screen set up. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down.
There's a lot of different ways this offense can attack you throwing the ball. One of them is getting the running back going, and the screen is a great way to get him lathered up and get the defense starting to think about him a little bit more now.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Fires to the tight end. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. This crowd knows when to bring it. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Utah! There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy time and time again trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
And they did tack on the extra point. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the 2nd quarter. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. He'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cummings. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. He's moving out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. That purple wave getting things going on the ground now.
And such a great fan base in the Pacific Northwest. Washington fans believe in their team. They're loud, and I tell you what, when they got a ground game they can depend on, a physical ground game, it sets the table for everything they want to do offensively.
And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. The give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. After run, now throw. He's got it on the run. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to run for it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And the returner goes down. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. A 1st down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Thompson to throw. Trying to get to it. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And this crowd is up for grabs, and not much excites them like back-to-back sacks. 3rd and long. Lets it fly. He's got it down the right side. Afterburner's coming. Touchdown, Utes. A great catch and run for 6.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm a receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Working that left side now. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Jordan.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive game.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. Running through contact. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. Washington coming to the line with another 1st down. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 1st down here for the offense. Looking to throw. Good timing on the quick out. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third down, he drops to throw. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. After making his first field goal, he'll try to put up another with a shorty from 26. On fourth down, they'll try to get something out of this drive before the end of the half. And it's right down the boulevard. So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Seattle for an interesting first half than you? And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that, let's head back to the gorgeous Pacific Northwest and the fellas at UW.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Washington ready to kick off to start this second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
Well, the defense obviously went in at halftime. They were trailing on the scoreboard. They needed to make some adjustments, and already they're showing some positive signs. On the very first drive of the second half, they're able to register a sack on third down, looking to get the ball back to their offense here.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Off play action on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over. After misfiring, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Wilson. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? They'll try to bully their way for the first. Fights his way for a couple, but stopped short of the marker. It's 4th and 1.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. On the move. And the Utes brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first. No huddle here for the offense. Handoff from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. They'll run the screen. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. To the ground to try to move the chains. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together, get one of those long drives going.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Quarterback keeps it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. Slams it ahead. Touchdown, Utah! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Grabbed in the backfield. It's coming. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
He looks that one in nicely. And he's brought down after a nice game. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm now. They're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Tackle is made at the 33. It's about a 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the inside give. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
On second down, wants to throw it. Got it on the outside. It's Jordan. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker. They put on the heat and they blocked it. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal.
He lobs one high down the left side. And he'll make the catch at the 15. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And they swarm him under.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Needs to get it in the end zone on third and goal. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Wants to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. Complete downfield. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. They'll throw it on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Washington right back to the line. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Looking for a big gain. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck-it-up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
You see it so much in college football where they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Bought a little time, lets it go. A strike downfield. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Now from inside the red zone. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to the air one more time. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. A shot for the end zone. Fires into traffic, picked off. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. On the move is the 30. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. From the gun, the running back has it. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Back behind the chains, 1st and 15. He breaks a tackle. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
The Utes getting set on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
I know a lot of people thought this was going to be a blowout, but this team said, just when you think you have all the answers, I change the questions.
It's so true, Reese. I mean, they had a lot of dudes that we were talking to leading up to this game just had a chip on their shoulder. They just didn't feel like they were being respected, and they wanted to come out and they wanted to prove a point. And, David, they did exactly just that.
And it's so much easier to be the underdog. It's so much easier to coach that team and you go, hey, they're ranked. Everybody's talking about them. You don't have a chance. It just builds all that momentum, all that hate, and you just pour it out on the field.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer.